Hey everyone, C-Stan here with the Lord of the Rings The Living Card Game. Today I've got a special video. I'm going to be showcasing the deck I've been working on for a long time here. I call it the One Deck because I've managed to use the deck to successfully get a win against every quest that's been put out so far in Nightmare mode where it's available. And I thought try to think of a good quest to showcase it. I I settled on Nightmare Battle of Carn because everyone knows how hard the Battle of Carn is. Now the Nightmare version is interesting. I wouldn't actually call it the hardest Nightmare quest. You would think the hardest quest in Nightmare form would be the hardest Nightmare quest, but um, it's not actually too much more difficult than the standard mode. Now the standard mode is pretty difficult to begin with, so that's not too much of a surprise. But it's a good quest to show this deck against because I end up using Eowyn in a sort of a non-standard way. Um, so I guess the basics of the quest are that we got Thourdir here in the staging area, and he's got two sides, the champion and the captain side, and he can flip back and forth, and he does nasty stuff when he does that. And also, shadow cards in play don't get discarded at the end of the combat phase, they just stick around. We also have the Accursed Battlefield, which makes the current quest into a battle quest so that you're using attack instead of willpower to quest. Now, my opening hand to start was pretty bad. It had like two Warden of Healing, two Jupires, gather information. I decided to mulligan, and well, the goal of the deck is to find Vilya really fast, and so that's what I typically mulligan for. And of course, I didn't find it, so we'll see how it actually ends up going. Um, now, one thing to keep in mind is even though this deck has beaten every quest, doesn't mean it wins all the time. So I may have to do this a couple times. Let's start the first turn. Oh, cool, we got Elven Light. So, well, before we use that, we'll play Heed the Dream for one and see what's in our top five. What do you know? It's Vilya. So we grab that, shuffle up our deck, and already we have our turn one Vilya. I'm going to discard Elven Light to give Elrond a resource, play down Vilya for 1/2. Now, the wise thing to do in this quest may have actually been mulligan for Test of Will, because there's a card that can make Thourdir attack me right away. If that comes up, it can be pretty dicey. I think my strategy right now is going to be defend with Elrond, which is risky, 6 attack versus 3 defense and 4 hit points. But for that reason, I'm not going to use Vilya probably until after the staging step. Oh, of course, I forgot. Eowyn, you start the game reduced by 3 threats, so we're only at 28. And I am going to commit her. Let's see, we've got 4, 5, 7, 8. I think I'm actually going to, just in case a 4 threat location comes up, I think I'm going to have to commit Elrond as well. So we get 12. Which, in that case, if that flipping Thourdir comes up, I think we will have to take the loss because 4, 5. Let's see, we have 4, 5 here, and we want to clear this, so we need 8. So if I just commit Eowyn and then trigger her ability to give her +9 attack, that's 10. So if more than 2 threat appears here, we would be out of luck and we would be forced to battle quest. I'm just thinking about whether or not it was worth the risk. What if I commit Eowyn and Arwen here for 11? So before I actually trigger her ability, let's see what the top card is. Okay, it's an orc white. Force. After he enters play, deal it 2 shadow cards. Okay. But that's fine. So we trigger AO win, raise our threat by 3. And we have 10, 11 committed versus 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8, 9, 10, 11. And we're through the battle. We're through the active location that was making it a battle quest. So that's fine. Now, this guy's only got 30 and we're at 31. However, the captain side of Thouridir says each other enemy gets plus 10 engagement cost. So we don't have to worry about him right now. We shall just blindly trigger Vilya here and get... Oh, okay. Test of Will. That's great. That goes on the bottom of the deck. Sometimes that happens. That's unfortunate. There aren't too many cards in my deck that whiff when you Vilya blindly, but that's one of them. Okay, starting the next turn. Okay, from here on out, it should go a little smoother because we'll play our Stargazer for 2. He's got a spirit icon now because of Vilya. And let's see what our top 5 looks like. I think I will do Jubair next, and then next turn I will draw into Warden. And then that seems good, right? Draw. Yeah, okay. So let's put out Jubair. There we go. And yeah, so Vilya, if you didn't know, I should probably read it. Attached to Elrond, he gains a spirit resource icon. Exhaust Elrond and Vilya to reveal the top card of your deck. You can immediately play or put into play the revealed card for no cost if able. Otherwise, remove the revealed card to the bottom of your deck. Sorry if you didn't know what that card was, and I didn't do a good job of explaining it when I played it. And of course, Stargazer, you can exhaust Stargazer to search the top 5 cards of your deck and rearrange them as you like. So those 2 cards go well together because you stack your deck for Vilya. Okay, we will quest for 7, and I fully expect to have to raise my threat here because we've got 4, 5, 6, 7 already in there. See what we get. We get Thouridir's Elite, so our threat goes up by 2. And what's he say? If there are 3 shadow cards dealt to Thouridir's Elite, discard all shadow cards dealt to it, and each player must discard an ally he controls. Okay, so you want to avoid that happening. Okay. Threat is building up here. What shall we do? You know, this is kind of risky. He's going to get a couple shadows out. But I kind of want to start removing threat from the staging area. So maybe this is smart. I'm thinking here. Do we want to leave him? Who should I take down? So Jubair can discard a shadow card when he defends. So I could get rid of this guy. Or I could just safely take 1 damage from him. And I'll get out a healer next turn. Okay. Let me just deal with this guy then, because I'm worried about all those shadow effects. Okay. Shadow, Jubair defends and discards it. Okay. And takes a damage. We start the new turn. We get out another free ally here, which I know what that is. Good. Now, I could get the Warden out, or I could get another attacker out. Let me get out... Let me pull Elven Light back, draw a card, discard a card here. Now I could get Gandalf out and nuke this guy. That might be my best strategy, actually. And then have him round to attack him. Okay, so let's play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kill this guy with all his shadows. Okay, we avoided that. And flip Thaurdir after this attack. Okay, I am glad we made that choice. Very glad, because when he flips, it's very, very, very bad. Okay. Now for questing, we should be fine with 7. Kind of want to deal damage to this guy, but it doesn't look like I'll be able to here. If I want to quest. I'm going to defend here. I don't want to fail questing again. Now I could defend with the Stargazer and then kill him, because I'll be able to play a Stargazer next round. Might be a wise choice. Why don't... No, because then there are cards that make you discard copies of cards if they're in your discard pile, so that seems a little risky. Okay, let's just commit Gandalf here. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They've got 4, 5, 6. And we've got, heavy curse. So everyone gets a shadow. And to top it off, it attaches to the current quest and makes cards we play when there's a copy in our discard pile already. It increases the cost by 1. It's really unfortunate. Okay. Now, and that surges, of course, into, Daikinar's will. Flip Thaurdir, then if he's captain side face up. Okay, he won't be, so it won't gain surge, but it looks like he's going to flip and then deal an immediate attack against the first player. So this could be bad. I will defend with my Stargazer, and he gets dealt a shadow here. Add Orc Grunts to the staging area. And this one, if your threat is 40 or higher, attacking enemy makes an additional attack after this one. No, he doesn't. Now this is really bad because looks like, well, let's see, 11 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we do make 8, 9, 10, 11. However, now the enemies get minus 10 engagement cost, and since I hit 35, this guy's going to engage me, and this guy. So, yeah, we've got quite a lot to deal with here. We're going to have to just get really lucky with our shadows. Oh, and I forgot the Doom. No, the Doomed one didn't trigger. Okay. After any time progress is placed on the current quest, reduce the amount by 1. So we actually got 1 less. The shadows we deal out here, here, and here. The Orc Grunts I have to take undefended. Attacking enemy gets +1 attack, so that's 3. We've got to deal it here. Attack 5 we'll take here. We've got +1 attack if it destroys an ally. Search your deck for another copy of that ally and discard it. So that'll go to 6, and so that will kill him. And it will kill one of these. We may end up having to reset here. And then Jubair will discard one of these, +1 attack for each shadow card, and then, this will come, and that won't do anything. It'll just deal 1 damage here. Okay. Stargazer is already dead. Okay. So this is really not the way it's supposed to go. I don't even know if I will be able to afford the Stargazer next turn, I guess. But Gandalf's gone now. Um, and we've got to deal with these three guys. Oh yes, he flips back, of course, and deals a shadow card here. Okay. Let's play down our Stargazer. First, we have to discard a card, gain a resource, and then pay 3 for our Stargazer because of Heavy Curse. Let's take a look at the top 5. You see, now normally I would love to play Furiel instantly, but we need to play catch up here majorly. I think Gandalf needs to come out. I'm still not sure how I'm going to survive. Then I'll draw that next turn. You know, see, Treebeard coming out could be good because you could defend these things, but I need something now. I really need something right now. Okay, yeah, so let's get out Gandalf, and we will quest for 4. Getting Gandalf out here, insta-killing the grunts. So we just quest for 4. We reveal Angmar Orc. Either discard an ally from play or reveal an additional encounter card. He's going to engage me as well. I'm going to reveal another one here. 4. Our threat goes up by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 enemies. No way to kill them. Yeah, I'm just going to not waste your time and just reset here. So that's when things can go wrong. It is a hard quest. It's not too surprising that I couldn't win on the first attempt. It all came down to him flipping at a very bad time. You would ideally like to draw into a test of will before that happens, or have Furial out by then. Okay, it looks like we don't have Vilya, so we will mulligan. Okay, still no Vilya. And 2 Furials in hand, which is pretty bad. You don't want to see those in your hand. You want to see them in your deck. We will try to dig for it. We won't find it. We'll have to settle for our Master of the Forge. And shuffle up our deck. Okay, we will commit our 2 heroes here. Reveal Heavy Curse. That means they each get a shadow. And Orc Grunts, Doomed 1, and Surge. Okay, into Angmar Captain. That is just such a horrible start. And of course I don't win because I'm questing for 11 versus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We make 1 progress. So we're just going to call that a loss as well. We have Vilya this time, first time in 3 games. We will see if that helps things. Okay. I will discard Elven Light. And I will play Heed the Dream for 1. See what I can grab. Nothing good. Okay. So now I will play Vilya down for 2. I was looking for Test of Will with that so that I could cancel something. Okay, quest this guy again. So we trigger AON, threat up to 31, and we got 5, 6, 7 versus 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that worked out. Now I will, I guess, blindly trigger Vilya here. Hopefully get something better than Test of Will, and I did. Oh boy, is that better. Okay, this is, you see, this is how the deck is supposed to work. I will leave that guy up there. It's a great target for Gandalf when Gandalf comes out. So let's start the next round. Play Heed the Dream again. See what we have. We actually didn't find a Stargazer anywhere, or a Test of Will, so we'll grab that. And play, discard Glorfindel to Arwen, and play down Unexpected Courage. And we will see what we get. We'll exhaust Elrond and Vilya and pull out. Ooh, Beorn, sweet. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We will commit. 4, 5, 6, 7. It seems fine. We reveal a sorcery. Each player must distribute damage among questing characters he controls equal to the printed cost of the highest cost card in that player's discard pile. Unfortunately, since I discarded Glorfindel, that means I've got to deal out 5 damage among questing characters. Yikes. Yeah. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe like this. Okay, and it's a sorcery, so we... oh, you know what? Why don't I Fury all that? Okay, so no sorcery. We just reveal the next one, which is Thardar's Elite. Okay, so we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We had 10, so we make progress. Okay, we'll leave everyone up there. That's fine. And it's our new turn. I'll pull back Elven Light for 1. Draw a card. Oh, good. Test of Will. I'm glad I didn't blindly go into that. And we'll discard 1 to give Elrond a resource there. Now I want to... I could use Elven Light again, but I think I'm going to play out Treebeard here, since I have a little bit of breathing room. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and save a resource for Test of Will. And we will blindly trigger this here and get out another Unexpected Courage. Okay, perfect. We will commit 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to the quest, revealing Stronghold Tower. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We make 1 progress. We will travel here. Each player must deal 2 damage to a character he controls to travel here. I'll put that on Furial, I guess. Okay. Do I want to engage someone just to deal damage? I don't think so. I'm happy the way things are. So we will start the next turn. Okay, time to set reminders and set a reminder for the resource phase. So he gets a resource. We will pull back Elven Light for 1. Discard Elven Light for 1. And let's see. I feel like killing something. So I will play down the Marksman for 1. Well, let me see first what I get out here. Aha, Jubair, sweet. Okay. Um, See, this goes to show how remarkably powerful the deck can be, even if you don't get the Stargazer. I mean, look at the allies we've pumped out here. Um, well, it was these three: Furiel, Beorn, and Jubire. Um, okay, so I'm going to play Marksman for 1, 2, 3, since Elrond can spend his resources on allies of any sphere. And let's target the character we want to take out. So um, I'm thinking the elite, but maybe him instead. So if we reduce his defense by 2, then he only takes 6 to take out. And that's actually pretty doable. Now, I do have quite a bit of attack power at my disposal. So if I target him, it only takes 8. So that would be something like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That could do it. I don't know. I really don't know. I'd like to wait for a Warden of Healing before I start defending this guy, so let's target him, and we'll quest 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 again. Aha, okay, perfect target for Furial, so you avoid the Surge and the Sorcery. We reveal Orc Grunts. Unfortunately, they still surge into Blight of Carn. So 13 versus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We tie. I'm going to optionally engage this guy and this guy comes down as well. So we deal out the shadows here. Jubire will defend this one, discarding its shadow, and take a damage. Elrond shall defend this guy who's attacking for 2, no shadow. Now this guy, he has -2 defense, so he only takes 6 to kill. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That kills him. And then we've got 4 left, which kills him. Just enough. And it's turns like that where I really appreciate the defense reduction from the marksman, because he ended up being a 5 attack ally on this turn, and that was enough to kill 2 enemies instead of 1. So yeah, it can be really good. Okay, starting a new turn. Resource here, of course. I'll pull back Elven Light, draw a card. I'm really searching for my Stargazer. Still can't find her. I will use it again. Okay, we got Gandalf. Let's see what Vilya brings forth today. Ah, okay, greeting. -6 threat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I welcome that. My threat was kind of getting scary. Okay, what to do now? I guess we just quest for a bunch. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It'd be nice to get Faramir out, and we can do that next turn. And we've got Howling Wargs. When revealed, either deal 1 shadow card to each enemy in the staging area, or search the encounter deck and discard pile for a side quest and add it to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck if it is searched. Since I want to save my test of will for the one that flips the Ardir, I think I'm going to let this trigger. Now the question is, what side quests are there? Searching encounter deck. Now the discard pile has this one. The Ardir gets +2 threat and attack and cannot take damage, so I would have to complete that. and it's a battle quest. That seems like it might be tricky to beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I have a fair amount of actual battle questing, so what if I just make this the quest? What if I just fulfill it like this? And then, well, we had 15, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We complete that. Deal each enemy in play 1 shadow card to travel here. Ooh, I'm not ready for that at the moment, I don't think. Or maybe I am. If I play Gandalf next round, I'll kill him, get rid of those extra shadows. Let's travel to the Blight. Deal each enemy a shadow card. Shadow, shadow, shadow. Leave them all up there, I think. Let's see. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't kill him. Yep, so we're going to leave that situation the way it is and start the new turn. Ah, okay, finally get a Stargazer. However, it's on a turn I think I'm not going to play it, so I'm going to discard, gain a resource here, go Gandalf for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I want to save for Test of Will, so that's the way it's going to be. We will take out him here. And we will go towards the battle quest. Oh, you know what? Thaldir got +2 threat, so we wouldn't have actually completed the last stage, right? I neglected to count that. So this would have had, we quested just enough, so this would only have 2 progress on it. And these guys wouldn't have shadow cards dealt to them. That's fine. But everything else would be the same. So let's go towards the battle quest. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, actually, first we should blind Vilya first. Oh, we got a Warden. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Going towards Sever the Head, we reveal Werewolf of Angmar, and that's fine. So 21 versus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we make 10 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Victorious. This is gone. And I guess now we can travel here and deal the shadows out. Start a new turn. Gandalf is gone. Resource here. We can finally get out our Stargazer for 2. And we can see what is up on the top of our deck. Okay, let's get out a Marksman and take out one of these guys. Marksman. And next turn I will draw into, I guess gather information makes sense, and we can play him with Vilya next turn. Okay. Alright. So we commit, well, first we get out this guy. He will target the elite. So the elite has -2 defense. We'll commit 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think this Warden was ready at the end of last round, right? So this guy should be healed, and he should be healed. Alright, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15. That's good. 15. We reveal Decanar's Will. That's what we cancel for 1. So that would have flipped him. We don't want him to flip, especially since we'd have to engage these guys, or this guy at least. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We make 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Complete. We're going to engage the elite. And I'm going to take a risk here. I don't want to defend with Jubair because he can't discard both shadows. And if the one I don't discard is like a +1 attack, then we lose Jubair. So I'm going to defend with Bjorn here and just hope for the best. Hope we don't have to flip Thaldir. In fact, I think the odds are with us. We have 2 of them already here. So defending, we have discard a random card from the defending player's hand. Oh no, we lose our Faramir. That was bad. Okay. And attacking mana gets +1 attack. See, if I had failed to target this one, I would have lost Jubair. So he goes up to 6, takes 3 damage. We heal 2 of that. We can attack back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, killing him. And we start the next round. For 1. I should get Elfhelm here for free. Ta-da! Now, I will pull back Elven Light for 1, draw a card. Might as well play Gather Information. And discard Elven Light to gain 1. And I want to find my other Test of Will, so we'll go here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We reveal Gates of Carn Doom. After it's explored, deal it as a shadow card to the enemy in the staging area with the lowest engagement cost. Okay. So 50, what was it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 versus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we make 4 progress. And that will let us search out our Test of Will. We will travel here. We'll leave that guy up there. He gets +1 attack and cannot take damage that round. Well, we can just keep that in mind. And heal up here. Stargaze. Okay. Well, I've got lots of allies in hand I can play, so I'm going to draw into Jubair and instant play the Steward with Vilya. And then next turn I'll draw another one, and then Vilya into the Eagle. Okay. You can see the game's pretty much won, but we're just going through the motions here. Vilya, Steward, gain 2 resources. We'll start getting out some Eagles, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what else can we get out? A Northern Tracker, I suppose. Or how about Glorfindel? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and we will commit 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We reveal Howling Wargs. Deal 1 shadow card to each enemy in the staging area, or search the encounter deck and discard pile for a side quest. Since I'm about to advance, maybe next turn, I'm actually going to do the shadows here. So we'll do, yeah, so I don't want to deal with side quests right now, so we'll do shadow. Alright, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18 versus 4, 6, that's 12, 1, 2, and then 10 here. So when it's explored, we have to trigger this after. It's weird, but we have to trigger this after we advance. Okay, so we go to the next stage. Raise each player's threat by X, where X is the number of shadow cards in play. So that's 4, 2, 3, 4. If Thaldir is captain side face up, flip him, and he is. So we flip him, and he makes an immediate attack against the first player. Okay, so he gets dealt a shadow card for that. And we will throw our Stargazer under the bus. And let's see what we get here. Raise the defending player's threat by 2. Actually, only 1 because of Elfhelm, and he should have affected this raise each player's threat by X as well. So we only raised by 1, and I forgot the 1 from before. So we should be at 38. And all right, next shadow card, side quest. Finally, if your threat is 40 or higher and it's not, attacking enemy makes an additional attack again. Okay, not too bad. We just lose her. Going to the next stage, and alright, so he cannot leave the staging area, considered to be engaged with each player, and attacks each player in turn order during the combat phase. Alright, and now of course everyone gets minus 10 engagement cost, so he will definitely engage me. Okay, but now we can trigger this. And this is pretty bad timing, actually. So I'm not going to lose, but I definitely didn't think this through. So this gets dealt to the enemy with the lowest engagement cost, which is him. And that triggers his effect, where if he has 3... I hope I didn't Elven Light too much with this forced effect in play. I don't think I've been Elven Lighting for a couple turns, but I may have missed a trigger on this effect. I don't think any of my plays of Elven Light were that crucial that I needed to do that, but I forgot about this sort of thing. Whenever an event card is played, deal 1 shadow card to Werewolf of Angmar. I probably missed that, to be honest, but I really don't think it's going to have an effect here. So he got 3 shadow cards, engages the first player and makes an immediate attack. Do not deal it another shadow card for this attack. So he just attacks with his 3, and we will defend with our Warden of Healing. Okay. So we've got 1. If attacking enemy has at least 1 other shadow card currently dealt to it, return it to the staging area after this attack. 2. Attacking enemy gets +1 attack and cannot take damage this round. 3. Nothing. Lose our Warden. He returns to the staging area, and we are good to go. For the combat phase, he engages again, and both enemies attack me. I will defend with Jubire against this one. Because I will just take 2 and be able to discard it. And I will defend with Beorn against this. Threat is 40 or higher, and it's not, so he just takes 3. And let's see. He can't take damage this round, but Thauerdir definitely can. So we'll ready up Treebeard, attack for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Actually, let's ready Glorfindel again. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That deals 15 damage to him. So if we can quest to victory, we will win next turn. I have my doubts, though. We need a lot of willpower. And our Faramir is gone. But let's see what we can do. Ready up, and resource. Gain 2 here. Most amount of willpower I can get here is with 4, 5, 6 is probably just playing well, we can blind Vilya here. Get our eagle. Actually, that wasn't blind. I had that planned. Yeah, I guess we play Yazan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we quest with everyone. Let's see what we can get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. And we have a werewolf, so I will not trigger Vilya or Furial. I'll just let that happen. And looks like we got 4, 5, 6, 7 to our 27, so we make 20 progress. And that makes him lose indestructible. So he dies, and we win. So that's it. That is a game with the 1 deck. As you saw, it can still lose. But when things don't go the absolute worst they can go, it does pretty well. So that's the deck. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if I should do more quests with this deck. Um, Maybe some that are more specialized, I don't know, like Rosgabel, or I don't want to do Attack on Dol Guldur with this. I'm sorry, it's just too much effort. I've already gone through that one time. But yeah, check out the deck in the description. It's got a list of all the quests, and it has a quest log as well for my score, and a little brief description about the each quest that I wrote up after I played it. So if you're curious how this deck beat a certain quest, you can check that. Anyway, thanks for watching and happy questing.